Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, it's something a little bit different than I normally do. I'm using this program called Portrait Pro. Been playing around with it for the last couple of days. There is a new versions out on this. This is an old version that somebody let me have because they've upgraded to the new version. I think it's something like 20. I think this is 11 or 12 or something like that, but it's still effective. So I thought, well, I'll have a play around with it. I quite like it, and it could come in handy, especially if you're doing like model shoots or if you're doing weddings or just general portraiture, or at least doing some family portraiture for your family or other people's family. Then this could come in handy with a little bit of a touch and a little bit of an airbrush, but it's quite straightforward and easy to use. So I thought, why not? I'll show you. Anyway, when you first start it, it comes as a plugin within Photoshop or Lightroom, whichever ones you're using. And what it'll do is you have a face side on or with glasses even, and it will actually recognize that, which was found was impressive with it as well. So with this, you've got four options. You've got male, boy, girl, and female. Obviously this is a female, so I'm going to click the female. It will then run through and it will automatically generate the face itself to what it thinks it should look like. But I think that is well overworked and looks completely different to the actual original picture, which it will be. So what I'm going to do is at the top right, I'm going to go to reset to the original image. These little yellow help buttons will come on as you go through it, which I find is quite good in some cases, but it's a little bit irritating because they pop up every 2 minutes. But anyway, so as you can see, you've got all of these sections down here, which is giving you different options. So you've got a female standard, no lighting, full lighting, and so on. And it's got, if you scroll down, you've got the male, which is no lighting, full lighting, and so on. And then you've got child, young female, natural, young female, so young male. So it gives you loads of options to do. You've got male 35 to 45. You've got female, which is the same as well, glamorous. So if you click that, look at that. Wow. Just by clicking that, they're all presets for you to use. But again, like I said, I'd rather start and do it delicately rather than full impact where people can naturally tell straight away that you've photoshopped it in their words. But it's not actually Photoshop, it's Portrait Pro. So let's have a little go and I'll show you what I've been doing. So the first thing I've done is I've gone to the face part of this with the sliders going down, and the face shape, if you hit the little things there, it gives you like the forehead, you can lift it, or as you can see it moves quite a lot, but just do it subtly. The jaw itself, you can make it wider or thinner. The eyes, you can make them bulge or withdrawn in. You've also got the eye widening, as you can see. It does make me laugh when I see that. The eyes widening or shrinking down. It looks like that evil look to, shocked. But you can adjust them to make it look a little bit different and get the full effect out of the colour of the eyes as well, which I'll show you in a minute. You've also got if you hit the little tabs down here, you've also got the different sliders that can do. So for instance, with this, I can actually make her smile even though she's not smiling. So by doing that, it just gives that little subtle happiness to her face rather than looking so serious, which I find is quite good. So expression, give it a bit more of a smile. I'm only doing this just to show you what this program can do. The nose itself, well, I've never really tried this, so it's just like a slim tip, so it will shrink the nose down or push the nose up. Slim nose, narrow the nose down, do that. So we'll narrow it down just for the video itself. I wouldn't normally do that. Now the neck is quite interesting, so you can raise that up, but in this case it looks like she's got a big chin, so I'm not going to do that. But obviously if you've got a neck and it's a short neck, you can make it look a little bit normal. Well, not normal, I shouldn't say that really, but you know what I mean. Restore glasses shape. So if you tick that and they've got glasses on, obviously with the distortion with making the colour of the eyes or enlarging the eyes, you've got to distort the glasses. Well, this will restore it back so the whole image looks natural. I think that's great. I really do. Which takes me then through to the skin smoothing controls, which you've got a master fade on all of it, so you can move that in if you don't want to do it there. So just do it subtly, or if you do it too much, obviously it just looks blurred and looks false, obviously. But if you can move the slider subtly, very gently, you can just have a little bit of an impact and it will change. But for me, I'd rather move them on my own so I can see what I'm actually doing with the image and not letting the program take control. So around the eyes, for instance, I'm going to move that slightly up. Imperfections, I'm going to bring up a little bit. Thin wrinkles, just move that up just a little bit. Fine shadows. Now you've got to be careful with the shadows because it's trying to find the darks within the image. So if you're making this, be aware that it will take out any blacks or darks like the mascara around her eyes. So if I do that, as you can see, they fade away because it's trying to tell you or think that the mascara is a problem with your image. So just be careful with that if you're doing that. But it's great if you've got dark lines around the eyes. This will actually move them away. Remove the pause. So as you can see, if you click on it and just hover over it, it shows you what it can do. So just by moving that slightly, it will smooth down the skin just subtly. Remove the shine. Obviously, she's got a shine around the eyes and the forehead. So I'm going to move that up just to block that out. It doesn't make a big difference, but as you can see on this to this, it's had a big effect by calming down the shininess of her skin. But if you look at the eyes as well, I'm not even starting on the eyes, but her eyes look different, softer looking. So that's quite good as well. Lighten the eye, you can make it a bit lighter. Smooth the eye bags that are coming around there, so we can lift them up. Look at that, wow, isn't that good? So we can lift that up slightly. Smooth the crow feet, so that's obviously around the eyes itself, but I don't think she's got many anyway. So, but as you can see, it'll take them right out. So I'm going to leave that because she's not going to. Imperfections, just going to set that out a little bit, about 21. Thin wrinkles, we've done that one. Fine shadows, we've done that one. So we can go to the next one now, which is the eye controls. Now this I love. I think this is absolutely amazing. So you've got the left eye, right eye, curve of the eye, left and curve of the eye right. Don't really need to do anything with that, but if you move the whitening of the eyes with the master, there you go, look at that, isn't that great? So you can just boost it up gently. You got a red eye removal there as well. And the clean of the eyes is there. Now the sharpening of the eye, we can sharpen that up a little bit more, not too much, but as you can see from this image on the left to this image now, the eyes are more prominent within the shot. So we're going to scroll down a little bit more, and now what we've got is the iris, brighten the iris, so I can brighten that up. Look at that, isn't that great? Change the eye colour. This is amazing. You've got to love this. Look at that blue, like a purpley colour, and now it's going to like a brownish, and the intensity, you can look at that, isn't that cool? Goes straight out, so we can have like a yellowy green. Look at that, amazing. I'm loving this, I really am. Really good, but it's different and it's a bit of fun. You just got to remember not to overwork it like anything else. So there's a lot more features on this, which the mouth controls, the ear controls, there's skin colouring as well. You can give it more of a tan. So for instance, there's your tan. So we can boost that up a little bit, make it look a bit more warmer. And there you go. But another one what I do like is the touch-up brush. So obviously there's a little freckle here, so we can tap that out. Go around here, just dab just gently around these bits that need to be looked at and give us some pure skin, as they call it. I quite like her with the freckles, to be quite honest, but that's me. But some people would want that removed. But look at that. I think that's just brilliant. I mean, there's a big change from that to that. But at the end of the day, I've overexposed everything on this just to show you what this program can do. It's a really powerful program. It really, really is. And it's a bit of fun as well. But, just remember, if you are doing it for a client or you are doing it for a member of family, ask them to how and what they want with the photographs. Don't just do it on your own, because obviously you could upset some people. But it's a good program to have. You can do some changes with it and have a bit of fun with it. So I hope this tutorial has helped a few of you out. But remember, there is newer versions than this as well. It's got a lot more powerful stuff, and there's a body one as well, which makes you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or makes you look like Brad Pitt, or in a woman's case, whoever that may be, Beyonce or whatever. But yeah, it's a good program. It's a lot of fun, and I hope that you've enjoyed this. So until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe. Bye.